Jesus. But yeah. Hello friends, it's Unicorn Princess here, and we're in the White Rabbit Cupcakery again because it's super cute here. And me and my friend Craig, I'll show you Craig. He doesn't want to be seen, but I'm going to show you.
Rude.
We're going to have afternoon tea. It's like fucking rude.
That's fine, it's fine.
There you go.
Cheers.
Very much. I'm having a Yule party today because I have to traipse around at Christmas and go to everybody's houses and stuff, so I figured I'm going to have my own Yule party because I'm a filthy pagan. And throughout this video I'm going to give you some Yule facts and shit. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. But we're going to have afternoon tea first, so I'll show you when it gets there. Today's cupcake choices, we have a red velvet, ooh, mocha, these cute little flowery ones with vanilla bean, oh, and then we have some Victoria sponge, this little wreath, and that's super cute. Maybe they're both Victoria sponge, and oh no, that's mint chocolate there, and then chocolate vanilla, which I think is that one, and then cappuccino. Hi Craig.
Hello.
I don't want to be in film.
Do you mind? I was deep in thought.
Fuck off!
Wow.
Oh, what? Look how cute this is! It's got a little teapot on top. Oh my god. Our tower just came. Look how awesome this is. I love the top. The top is my favorite. Yeah, look. I realized we should have ordered drinks. Do you want a drink?
The soup will suffice.
The soup will suffice. And also these, like, it's a platter of like sandwich doodads. I think we've got like horseradish and tuna perhaps. There's some cheese. It glitters! My hair is so big and poofy. I figured this is my natural hair, but this looks like more pagan than my straight hair. Look how thick this is. Stuck with 2 C's. One with cranberries. Oh. Here's a pagan fact for you. You know why we have ham at Christmas? We have the Christmas ham. Because, like not just northern Germanic, but like the Vikings and the Norse and everything like that, would sacrifice their like prized animal to be eaten for the gods. And it was normally a really big pig, like a big boar. So sacrificing your like prized boar to the gods and then eating it was like what you did. That's why you eat like ham at Christmas time.
Such heathen facts.
Heathen fact. Hot chocolate orange, like dark hot chocolate with a slice of chocolate on top. How good is that? Also this brie and ham thing is ridiculous. It's delicious. Craig got a little teapot, but look, it's not just a teapot. It's a wee cup. How cute is that? What have you got, Craig?
Green tea with mint.
Green tea with mint. This is the soup that we had last time, but in a smaller bowl, so I will finish it. It's courgette, cheddar, and potato, and it's amazing. It's delicious. It's hard to explain. Also, we're probably going to take some of these home. I'm going to pretend that I made them for dinner and be really fancy. I'm trying to decide whether to eat my beautiful cupcake now or take it home. I might take it home with me. It's so beautiful and glittery. Hello, we're back in the house now, me and Craig. Wait, fuck, I can't say anybody's names anymore. Me and Craig came back from afternoon tea. It was awesome, you should have come. It was so good. It had little teapots, like tiny teapots on the top, but you should go to White Rabbit Cupcakery. Come to Dundee. It's great. It's new. Support it. I don't want it to close like all the other cool little shops. Alright, so we've got a little bit of time before Paula gets here and stuff, so we're gonna like fill in some of the blanks about what Yule is, because Greg was the poor soul that asked me what Yule is. And so Christmas, right? You've got like the 12 days of Christmas, and then you've got the 25th, which is Christmas Day. Yay, we're Jesus, the Son, and we celebrate his like resurrection and all of that shit, right? That's the Catholic version, or the Christian version, or whatever, which is like a massive amalgamation of all of the old school pagan faith systems beforehand, and I mean like Eastern Germanic, Nordic, like Greek and Roman and everything. Look, name me something standard about Christmas and I'll tell you where it came from.
Christmas tree.
I'm glad you asked, Greg. Christmas trees are always made of like pine, right? Or spruce or something like that. They're evergreen, and so they don't die in the winter. So in like Norse and Germanic and all of that, the evergreen and the spruce and yada yada is like the symbol for eternity, because they don't die in the winter. So they would go out and get a tree and plonk it inside their house or their dwelling or whatever, as a like a reminder that like winter doesn't last, and that death is just like basically not existent, and that life is eternal. And then also Tree of Life. You know, all of those faith systems have the Tree of Life. It's like the main thing. So it's got like a system of levels. So the higher to the top you get, the more important you get, which is why the star goes on the top. Because the star is the like the pentagram, which is the like the main elements. And that's like enlightenment and life and spirit and shit. So it sits right up on top of the tree. And when we were kind of dumb and we used to put candles, like real candles, on the tree before we realized how much of a horrible fire hazard it was. That is because today, on the 21st, which is Yule, right? The sun is literally reborn, right? So the great mother, Earth, births the sun, but the sun is just a wee baby. So we've got to support the sun's fight against the darkness by giving it more fire. So you light candles and you light bonfires, and it gives more fire to the sun. So when in all the Christian books and everything they talk about the sun being reborn, is directly taken from the sun, the physical actual sun being reborn from the mother, the earth. But he's just a baby son, so we've got to give him energy so that he wins. Yeah. And then the reason why you celebrate Yule today on the 21st is because today's the longest night and the shortest day. So this is when the sun is reborn, like the actual day that the sun is reborn. And then every day after this is a victory, because the days get longer and the light is winning. That's so cool. I love it. So the Greeks worshipped Kronos, and then when the Romans kind of took it and interpreted it, they called him Saturn. So they celebrate Saturnalia, which lasts for 12 days. And they like feast and give gifts and dance and all of that shit. I'm just realizing now the zip on the back of my dress, I think, is down. Is it all the way down?
It's
I'm like, why is it so cold up my back?
Yule, what's a Yule?
Oh sweet, yeah, a Yule log. But a Yule log is normally made of one of the evergreen tree thingies, and what you do is you burn the Yule log in the hearth, right? And I don't have a hearth or a fire, so I can't burn a Yule log. But it's another one of those like eternity and rebirth things. So you burn the log, and then at the end of the night there's always like little bits of timber left, and you keep it until next year to light your next hearth.
That's cool.
So it's like a constant roll.
It's like a constant cycle.
Exactly. So like the hearth never dies and the Yule log is always alive. Technically, it's just constantly renewing. So it's just another one of those like symbols of eternity and cycles and the fact that things don't really die. I've got here Christianity 24th/25th, birth of Christ in brackets, not really. And get this one fucking blows my mind, right? Santa.
Yeah.
Santa's like a 50-50 split between like old pagan traditions and Christianity, so he doesn't really belong to either one. But like Odin has another name that basically means like he who visits on Yule, talking about coming for the gifts and saying hello to the people and everything. So Santa was based on Odin, with his beard and his traveling through the night and his bringing of gifts and everything, even though he was more about going to like battle and victory and shit. And then the Catholics had Saint Nicholas, who was like 73 years old, which was incredibly old at the time. And there's like a story about him dropping coins down the chimney to men who couldn't pay the dowries for their daughters on the wedding, and so they kind of just smooshed them together, and that's Santa.
And the Christians took over.
Yeah, well, like, it's not meant to be a mean thing, but the matter of fact is that all of the Christmas traditions that we practice, literally all of them, all link back to way older pagan traditions. And originally what they did was they wanted, when they came in and they were like, everybody must be Christian, they wanted just to get rid of the traditions, but they kind of ran into a bit of a wall because they were really popular and they were kind of having a hard time making people ditch it. So what they did was they just started to like amalgamate them all together.
Just turn them into a Christian thing instead.
Yeah, until they all just became like one thing. But literally everything we do comes from way older pagan traditions. What's one that I saw there that was mistletoe, right? Why we kiss under mistletoe is because it's another Norse one. When Balder was born, and he's like beloved of gods. Everybody loved him. His mum made everybody swear that they would never hurt him. And by everyone I mean like grass and metal and objects and animals and other gods. She made them all swear they would never hurt him, but she forgot to ask Mistletoe to promise never to hurt Balder, and Loki found out, so he like disguises himself and then kills Balder with Mistletoe. And his mum is devastated, obviously, so she kind of like makes this proclamation that mistletoe will be totally harmless and never hurt anyone again, and anytime anybody comes near it or walks under it should give them a kiss. For some reason. So that's why we kiss under mistletoe. Anyway, let's go back through. Thanks, Greg, for letting me talk you to death.
No problem.
Let's go back to where it's like warm. Look at my tree. She is beautiful. I've got a little star on the top. This is our starter so far. We have some beautiful, tasty sandwich things and some tasty little stars that are cheese and olive that Craig made. Thank you, Craig. Look at delicious food. Delicious food. Unicorn lattes and hot chocolate that I made. Fancy as fuck. Look how shiny they are. Such Christmas. Also, I have a cracker today. We gotta do a cracker. Someone, where's my cracker? There? Paula, I choose you.
Okay.
Cracker me. I won! I don't know what I won though.
One left. This is the first time. Let's see if you can win this one.
Win, Paula!
Yes!
Yay!
Snap.
What do you call a man with a spade on his head?
Dead.
Doug.
What?
I love what you've done with your hat.
Click the button to make it laugh.
Yes, it's very impressive.
Aloha snack bar.
That's the one that makes me laugh.
Which one?
Aloha snack bar.
I think you might have a wee cry.
That cracks me
Aloha
up.
snack bar.
I'm trying to get like really nice fish, just saying horrible racist slurs, and then you say
Aloha snack bar is not
Aloha
racist.
snack bar. Look how cute this bag is.
Wouldn't peel.
It's my favorite. Oh my god, the glitter moons inside.
From all the gay Greg and Paula. Gee, I don't know if you know, but for the longest time I thought narwhals weren't real.
Really?
Well, fucking look at them!
Oh yeah, I forgot about that conversation. It's a hand grenade.
Oh shit, son, that is anime titties.
Look at this! Anime titties!
Anime titties.
Big whale.
Thank you.
You were eyeballing the shark in Asda. I went, well, I'm looking for like a really big shark, and I was like, holy shit!
Stickers.
Yeah, Earl stickers.
Christ. That is a butt.
Well,
good
I
fun.
have so much to scrap already. Legit. Connie, you have
How the hell am I gonna fit all of these back into the grenade?
Whoa!
Yay! Oh my god, are they Sailor Moon? Oh, Sailor Moon!
It's a black knight from my fight. Look at Jake.
Oh, that's awesome. It's Sailor Moon.
Also cheap, like. It's a pile of anime titties.
Oh hell yeah! I wish I could part of anime titties.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome.
Hell
Did
yeah!
you create these?
That's a top tier one on the front as well from
I did.
school.
Nice.
I picked the best one.
Sailor Moon pin. It's the end of the night and everyone's tired. We're in their jammies. So we're gonna go to sleep now. Sleepover! Yay! I'm gonna end this here and we're gonna clean up the insane mess that's been left from today. Alright, good night and happy Yule to everyone. You'll probably see us after Christmas. Or you might see this on Christmas. I'm not sure. Anyway, bye! Look, I need someone to finish a heart. Love!